Hi everybody, Deb Kiskin here, your Norwex independent consultant. I am just wanting to get on here and tell you my why. Why Norwex for me? I am an ER nurse, and a friend of mine who is also an ER nurse knew that I had problems with chemical sensitivity. And she mentioned that Norwex might be a good solution for me. Well, I kind of poo-pooed it off and thought, that stuff's just a scam. Yeah, I know you've thought it too. That stuff's just a scam. There's no way that stuff can clean like that. So I poo-pooed it off, thought, oh, I have some good alternatives. Not that I thought my friend was scamming, but I just didn't think the company probably could do what she was saying it could do. And so I kind of drug my feet for quite a while, probably for a year. And then one of my other friends there was having a party, and I thought, well, I'll just buy the EnviroCloth and window cloth, the basic package, to help my friend out. So I did that, and when I got home and got my EnviroCloth and window cloth and tried it, I could not believe how this product worked. It just shocked me. The biggest thing, the basic stuff shocked me, but there was one thing that just put me over the edge. I had been trying to clean. I got a new fireplace, a gas fireplace. When we burned the initial burn, it put a bunch of black soot on the fireplace. And I had tried everything to get it off. Normally, I cleaned with alcohol vinegar and water. I tried that. I even called the guy who sold it to me and said, what do I do about this? It's got this film and it looks awful. He said to try glass cleaner for a stovetop. I thought, okay, I'll try it. I ordered it. It got here. It was stinky, toxic, chemical. I couldn't even begin to use that because of my chemical sensitivities. But when I got this EnviroCloth, I thought, okay, we'll give it the real test. The EnviroCloth and the window cloth, we'll see what you can do. I cleaned that inside of the fireplace glass unbelievably, way easier. I had scrubbed on it before, and I couldn't get it off. And with the EnviroCloth, followed by the window cloth, it came right off and it looked absolutely fantastic. So I was sold. So I started to buy more products, and every product I tried was just as amazing as the product before. And any of you who know me know that I love to spoil my grandkids. Well, they have tons of awesome fun things for grandkids and kids, and I started getting that stuff and sharing with my grandkids, and it just kind of blossomed. I was buying quite a bit of Norwex because I loved it so much. And you know, I'm going to back up a little bit and tell you a little bit about my chemical sensitivities. My chemical sensitivities I've had for over 20 years. They were so bad at one point that I could not even work. Started when I was in my mid-30s. And part of it was, I think, some exposures that I had and some health problems that I had. And part of it, I think, was genetic because I have family members who are also allergic to fragrances, chemical sensitive, and that sort of thing. So anyway, started in my 30s, and I couldn't work. I couldn't hardly get out of bed. I got diagnosed with chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, all kinds of things that I didn't have. I hurt so bad all the time I could hardly stand it. I swelled up so bad. I had +4 pitting edema to my lower extremities and just a balloon face, and my whole body was just swollen everywhere. My belly would swell up. It was awful. I was miserable. I finally decided, okay, I've got to do something about this. I had gone to Mayo Clinic and originally got diagnosed. I also went down to a special environmental health clinic in Dallas, and they helped me as much as they could. They told me to try, to avoid as much as possible. They sent some not vaccines. They sent some kind of like allergy shots to try to use, but my body was so sensitive that I also had been to the allergy doctor too. My body was so sensitive that even diluting it 20 times my body could not tolerate it. So that was out. So my only option left was to avoid as much as possible. So I did that for quite a few years, but I thought, I've got to work. I can't just sit home and not work. So I thought about, what can I do? I started thinking, and I thought, well, an ER nurse or a nurse, hospitals are fairly fragrance-free. So I went back to school and became a nurse, and I've been an ER nurse for quite a while now. So I retrained and did that. I still struggled, but avoidance at home and avoidance as much as I can out in the public and at work, I could tolerate it, but I still would get pitting edema on a regular basis, and my lower extremities still swelling and stuff. And still had a lot of down days where I had to just stay in bed. So anyway, back to Norwex. I started to, well, I'll just tell you, when I started using Norwex, it made a huge, huge difference in my life. And the more Norwex I used and the less of my other stuff that I used, even though they were supposed to be safe products, even though they were rated as safe, environmental friendly, fragrance free, all that. After I started using Norwex, it made a huge, huge difference. I am forever indebted to this company for the difference it's made in my life. I still get a little bit of pitting edema, but nothing like I used to. I still get a little swelling, but nothing like I used to. I still struggle at work because they use a cleaner that is pesticide based and has a lot of fragrance in it, so I struggle with that. I have effects after my stretches of work, but it's much better than it was before. So it has improved my quality of life extremely, and improved my kids and grandkids' quality of life, because I can interact a lot more and do a lot more things now than I used to be able to do. Also, I have a little grandson who at 8 months old was diagnosed allergic to all kinds of foods and and has sensitive skin. My daughter has sensitive skin and can't use fragrances. So Norwex has just been a huge blessing to our family. So back to when Elise talked to me about Norwex and I poo-pooed it off. Well, then I started buying the products like I told you, and we were getting quite a bit of overtime at work, and I would use that extra money for, you know, trips to see my grandkids, trips to see my kids, any extra spending money I wanted. And all of a sudden we stopped getting overtime at work. So I thought, well, maybe I should join. First of all, I'm buying a lot of Norwex products anyway, and second of all, maybe I can make a little bit of extra cash with Norwex. So I joined, and I thought, well, I'll do my initial parties and see how it goes. And I started doing my parties, and my initial party wasn't great, nor was my second party. And then things just picked up. I just kept going, and things picked up, and things are going absolutely awesome now. I have total huge love and respect for Norwex and huge indebtedness for all the change that it's made in my life and my family's life. So that's a big plus. But not only that, I enjoy every day. You know, at first it was about making a little bit of extra money, but now it's about, honestly, it has made such a huge difference in my life. I want to help other people to make that difference in their life. And if you think those chemicals that you have in your household aren't bothering you, wait till you get rid of them, because they are having huge effects. You will see some videos throughout the party that will show you the huge effects that these chemicals have on your body. So I truly, truly, truly enjoy helping people to improve their health and their life by adding these products. And not only that, saves you tons of money. You have an initial investment, but I mean, you save tons of money every year in cleaning products. So, I mean, it's just a joy to do this business and help people to improve their lives, save money, make their cleaning easier. It's just awesome. So I enjoy it a lot. So anyway, there's also some other stories I want to tell you about. There's another consultant. She's pretty high up in the company, and she has a little autistic girl. She struggled terribly with autism, and Norwex made a huge difference. Getting rid of those chemicals that were in their home made a huge difference in their life, and she is pretty darn normal now. So there's numerous testimonies about how this company has helped people's lives. So that's my story. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you, and I look forward to the rest of the party.